Howdy folks, welcome back to SnowRunner. I am on the Meteor region on the crater map instead of port because a lot of the jobs that are left on port rely on bringing material over there from crater. Um, Whether it be a big trailer or special cargo or whatever. So I'm just over here on Crater taking care of jobs. That's basically the best explanation I can give. Just taking care of jobs. And the one I was about to start out on just by myself without recording is just an ordinary task. It's nothing that's going to make a difference on port. It's just a crater job that needs to be done. So after this, I could look for something that relies on access to location or something like that. Look through the list for jobs that involve taking something to port. But I didn't want to cross over to the port map right away. I wanted to stay here on Crater and get some of this stuff done. That's why I was thinking of just doing it on my own. But then I thought, what the hell? I'm playing, I might as well record. If you guys have been watching my Meteor series, you may have seen some of these jobs before, but some of them are in the same location as before, but they have different adjectives, like this one for example. I remember taking stuff down to the southwest corner of the map in the first Meteor, but I don't remember this particular mission. 2 brick, 2 wooden plank. Now maybe somebody, if they had the time to spare, maybe they could go back through the Meteor series, the original series, and maybe find that I did this job before. But I don't care to worry about it personally. I've done so many maps multiple times, so many jobs multiple times, because the map gets reset, the map gets updated, the map gets made from a single map into a region. So my entire save game for that single map goes down the shitter. Because it's not coded correctly to play as a region. So I can't use my progress. This map right here, Meteor, Crater, it was just plain Meteor. And I did the whole thing in Russian, and then I did probably, no, I did the whole thing in English too. And then I was given it a third go around. When it became a region instead of just a map. I was actually, no, it was my second playthrough. This is the third time around. I was doing a second playthrough when it became an English map instead of a Russian language. And I was halfway through that playthrough when the phase 3 PTS hit the live server, and everybody that had single map custom scenarios changed them to regions with multiple maps. So that screwed up best friends in the village and Meteor. All three of them I had to start over. But rather than immediately quitting my Meteor playthrough and switching to the Meteor region, I finished out my Meteor playthrough on this map, the Meteor map, and then I scrapped that playthrough. Unsubscribed from that map in order to have a free slot Oops, on the other side. In order to have a free slot to put the Meteor region in, and downloaded the Meteor region as opposed to the Meteor map. So that gave me the port map to start playing on. But the port map still involves the crater map. The Meteor map became the crater map. Crater as in the big meteor crater. Outstanding. See, crater. The truck with the Tega with the 2 wood, which you usually pick up right away, is still down there because I just haven't been doing those jobs. I've been playing on port. Look at all this stuff because I've been playing on port. So, I mean, I don't even have all of these jobs. Well, see, water tower I got, survivor I got, swimming pool I do not have. Survivor, old workshop. Survivor I have, but not old workshop. Overloaded, I fixed that bridge, and then the next time I logged in, it was back to not fixed. Irony I don't have. Exploration supply don't have. There's gateway to port. Quid pro quo I just did. But that one I did not. I put that one in my list, but I don't know which one it is. Fancy I got when I was crossing the river. At any rate, let's see, look at all this shit. Some of this, I mean, let's look at this whole freaking list. This whole list. Well, this list might be port. No, this one's here. This is something I could accept. And then just stop tracking. And as I drive around, I'm likely to just drive through them without even knowing it. New old fuel station. Find the old fuel container. And that takes me to port. See, that's a job you bring from port back to here. This is a job that's locked, and it involves delivering stuff to port. I'll be right back. And I worry that I won't be able to, these are locked. I have to do these first. Here there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 before you get into the stuff that's locked. See, and the stuff that's locked involves port. Deliver the trailer to port. This used to be you delivered the moving 2 job, or maybe it was moving 1. You delivered a trailer from here to the old scrapyard, I think it was. No, from the old scrapyard to here. That's what it was. That was the original moving job. But, here's bridge construction 1, deliver the planks. Not an access to location, but it makes it easier to get across the river. Although this crossing works fine. And you don't have to go winding through all this, which is a bitch. But you do have to get up to train station and factory and container terminal and the pipe factory and all this. This is an easier crossing if you can use the bridge instead of going through there. So I don't really know what to do right now. Deliver the weapons from or to Meteor Port. That's 2 special cargo, but it won't tell me where they are. There's 1 down there. And there's 1 right there. Where do they go on the port side? And then to get to port, it's way up there. And then who knows where they go on port. Um, 40 minutes left. Fuck it, we can do that. Let's just go back to the garage. Gotta come around there. Special cargo should be only 2 points. Maybe there's a job on port I can bring back to Crater. We'll do that in the next video if it works out. Just trying to make the point. I know the turn's right there, but I'm going to take a wide swing. Just trying to make the point that despite the fact that I've already completed the what they call the crater map, I can't just play port exclusively and forget about crater, because they're intertwined. You can't do one without doing the other. You like how I just mowed down the fence instead of trying to drive through there? I was thinking I would just reach over the fence, but it didn't work out that way. Shit happens. I like going the long way around. There we go. Sometimes, you know, the mouse doesn't work. That should be close enough. Pack cargo, restore crane, close functions, and get the hell on over to the other one. That's up there where the broken bridge is. So I want to go out to the north, take that turn, and then take this turn. If I were going to do these smaller tasks, I could probably get 4 or 5 of them done. But the ones that I don't know what they need until I go check them out, that's a different story. It takes time to go check it out, and then you have to bring what it needs. But these jobs where you just run shit back and forth between there and there or here, I mean, that's like a 3-4 minute drive across there. It still take an hour to do all of them. You know, to do 3 or 4 or 5 of them, it'd still take an hour. There's loading time, and there's you might have to go halfway across the map to get the shit that it wants. Remember back when I was doing Crater, or back then it was just the Meteor map. I think the most jobs I pulled off in one video was 5 jobs. They're just little things, you know. Hauling a couple lumber here. You know, delivering a vehicle there. Old workshop. Start tracking. Deliver one special cargo. Well, I'm taking the one special cargo I would deliver is the one that I'm heading for right now, and I'm taking it over to the port map. So now, in order to give that job, in order to deliver special cargo to that job, I gotta go way up to the container store to get a special cargo, because there won't be one nice and handy anymore. There's no way I can work out getting this thing on the trailer down here in this gully. So I gotta take the first container and push it to the rear with this one. So I'm just gonna pick it up and probably reverse up onto the hill there or something. It's still a slope, but it's all one direction. Or I could just drop the trailer and pull up alongside it. And set it on the ass. Oops. V. And unpack. And then crane. H. Bring this in. I don't, if I can get it around enough to shove the other one. A little bit. That's a better position. I need it higher. Now that shoved it a little more. See if I can spin it. See if I can extend it out. And use it to bang that one over. No. I'm worried that one's a little too crooked now. But I don't have any more reach. Oh well. Just see if I can pack them and stop dicking around. Just don't need to spend any more time fucking around with it if I can pack them like that. This is an easier slope over here. Now I gotta go through the gate. And let's see. I gotta make a turn through here. And then the rest of it well, I don't want to go through up there that, and I don't want to fuck around with that. I want to go like straight through here. Okay. Yeah. That's close enough. Shit, I forgot. I gotta open this water. There we go. Cap was too tight to do one-handed. Tea I was drinking ran out. I could pour more tea, but it's already after midnight. I'd like to go to sleep sometime before 5 in the morning. That's been a more and more of a problem lately. If I go to sleep at 11 or 12 at night, I'm awake at 3 or 4 in the morning. Or if I don't go to bed till 4 or 5 in the morning, then I sleep most of the day. Well, what happens is I sleep a couple hours and I wake up. And I'm up for 4 or 5 hours, and then I nap for an hour or two. Then I'm up for a couple hours, and then maybe I nap for 2 or 3 hours again. It's it's hell on your body. I've had sleep apnea for 30 years, and I know what sleep deprivation does to you. But it's been, since I've been basically forced to retire because of my various disabilities. I've basically lost all sense of night and day, or what day of the week it is. I have to look at my phone to know what day of the week it is. Sometimes when I wake up and it can be light out, but it's like 6:30. Well, I mean, that's just an example, but say it's 6:30 and I wake up and it's dimly lit outside. Okay, well, is it 6:30 a.m. or 6:30 p.m.? I have no frickin' clue, because I don't remember when I fell asleep. Sometimes I wake up in the night just to take a leak and I go straight back to bed. Other times I wake up in the night and I'm not tired. I had just enough of a nap to be awake for 3 or 4 hours. It really sucks. I was getting on a regular schedule when when they started giving me the pills that keep me awake in the daytime. But then January rolled around and the insurance company decided they would change the formulary on those pills and not give them to me anymore. I'm still fighting with them to try and get the pills back, doing appeals and shit, but my doctor has to send in the paperwork and he hasn't been cooperating. And then I get a letter that he's leaving the practice. So now I mean, he always had, he would typically have his staff do like prior authorizations and shit. But then staff idiot sends the paperwork in without the right information on it. So it takes the insurance company two months to tell me that they're denying my claim because, well, they didn't even give me a reason. They're just denying my claim. I called them and they said, I asked, why are you denying the claim? Well, the paperwork wasn't filled out correctly. And I had previously contacted the doctor's office asking, why is this taking so long? And snooty bitch just tells me, oh, it's in the hands of the insurance company. I think I can get around that. This is a whole load of metal beams I brought over. I think that's what it is. Yep. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna have to go back to the map for this change. Now I need you start tracking on this and figure out where to take the weapons. Depot. That's a different depot. There's another depot up there. This one's off of the sucky road that's behind me. I didn't need to move the truck. Ah, fuck. I didn't need to move the truck. Because what I need to do is back up and go down that road. So, after talking to the insurance company, I wrote my doctor back, and it's been another 2 to 3 weeks, haven't heard anything. So, and it was just a couple days ago that I got the letter that my doctor's leaving the practice. So I gotta see if I can contact him, call the office and see if he's still there to even get my messages. Because when he leaves, his whole staff goes with him. Not even his staff will be there to answer messages. And without that medication, I ended up napping in the daytime, and then I can't go to sleep at night. And then because I napped in the daytime and I was up all night, then it just makes it more likely that I'm gonna nap in the daytime again. It's a vicious circle. And I can't seem to get anybody to give a shit as far as my doctors are concerned. Never went up in here the first time through. I just kind of looked over there and said, "Well, I don't see anything," and kept cruising. Might have to go to my cardiologist. He was the one that originally prescribed them, and then my primary physician took over refilling the prescription. So might have to go back to my cardiologist and say, "Hey, I can't get these from my primary physician anymore. Oh, but by the way, you have to fill out a prior authorization. That'll go over like a lead balloon." His staff doesn't like to do anything either. No more than they have to. Ammunition transports are always a tricky business. Fortunately, nothing happened. Well, that's good. We didn't blow up. All right. That's all she wrote. 50 minutes. And before I come back on tomorrow, I'll see if I can find something going from port back to crater. So, we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.